This is Duelist bringing you Chaos March action. Tikhonoff Task Force must hold off the enemy here in order to stay alive for their planet Capolla. I'm glad you're joining us. The attackers are up 2-0. Duchy is small, led by Warlord Kintax and Invictus. Just waiting for the teams to pull out. I think the match is underway. We started at 87, so the match should end at 57 or sooner. They are forming up two groups here, and they are keeping their Morrigu. The other team decided against taking that exact Morrigu and 3 heavy large lasers. They broke up their list pretty significantly to bring in some things. Radar won't be an issue, folks. 3 Ravens per team, given as the extra assets. Lists are made to a 6-player specification, and then we add in the other pilots as they join us. Commander Silvercraft will be having some connection issues throughout this fight probably, so we are going to be seeing him have to play a little bit more of a backup role. They have Marius joining them as a battle armor. He is a player with immense skill with this. He will have 2 respawns after he uses up his first, and making sure Rasp is still with them. This pilot is a friend of Thunderbird, joining in, playing Living Legends for the first time. Given a crash course for 2 hours before coming into play. We locked the numbers a little bit today in the first map and kind of the second maps. The pub game was still alive well into this. We played our own pub game for about 20 minutes on Mirage for this. You are watching this team being commanded by, that's a good one, I would have to imagine Marius, and then probably Star Wraith backing him up, Victus and Pentax leading the charge on the other end. We have 12 VR members and KOS members, so you have them represented, you have SJ represented, you have WR representative, you got a lot of units here. Hell, you even got Renegade Squadron that Star Wraith is part of. So we've got a 4-way combined arms, combined forces battle royale about to happen on Dam. The 2 teams will likely run into each other. That's the way these things usually work. Silvercraft's list, what's left of its list, is mostly close range, whacking in the face. This team also has that. The Ravens add in some stuff, and oh my gosh, folks, we have what we wanted. Saber as a battle armor against the mighty Marius. I want to watch this. We are going to focus on this, folks. Battle armor versus battle armor. It doesn't get any better than this. Marius as Spark opening up, and surely his opponent will be closing in on him if he doesn't get destroyed by all that enemy fire. Folks, you're in for a good one no matter what happens. Here we go to possibly close out the night. A victory for the red team, who are playing as the Duchy of Small Forces. Closes it out and re-enters them right into the thick of things in the Chaos March after they've been hit 8 times out of a possible 10 by their increasing number of enemies. And here we go, folks. It don't get no better than this. Woo! Saber with the KO shot, and he goes up 1-0 in the Battle Armor Royale. So now they're going to slowly push up here. Saber now able to report to them what they have. Although, when you have 3 Ravens on each team, you'd have to think that you know what's going on. And right now would be when the 2 tanks would be battling each other out with the heavy large lasers, but now they've chosen a different operative. Each team has 1 less carrying asset than normally would be. The battle armors do not carry. You can see Silver fighting his connection, taking some MRMs from Rask over there. Silver's been able to participate fully in the first 2 battles without any issue. We increased the numbers, so fight as hard as you can. And I'll try and give you a bit of a different perspective today as we follow Saber, getting some shots off. They've got plenty of machine guns to fight. Like I said, I am interested in Marius versus Saber. The rest of this you can watch on somebody else's screen. This is what interests me. Oh my goodness, Saber up 2-1 or 2-0. Marius down to his last life, and he's got to battle a Star Wraith powered Partisan B, so he won't be getting terribly close. But folks, Marius just getting handled early on here. Marius is going to badly want to show that he can take down Saber here, so he may even pull up in the APC at this point, frankly, with the machine guns. They're rallying around Silver, trying to get some cover. They're letting Saber take care of the business right now, keeping the tank behind with everything else. The Ravens are probably non-stop phone chatter. Enemy here, enemy there, enemy here, enemy there. You can see that Silver's been taken out of the battle due to his connection. I'm sorry about that, Silver. Hopefully you're still having fun, and I hope you're reporting left and right all excellent positioning of the enemy. Sabers are going to keep picking away at you, and he'll probably get the kill, unfortunately, for Silver, but that's the way it goes sometimes in the Chaos March. You know, quite predict these things. I think that this is just a ridiculously solid Red X. You can see Silver's not even able to back up the fire. It's just unfortunate we are pushing the server right past where he might be able to participate once we get above 16 pilots. It's hard for him, and we've got me connected in, so nothing Silver really can do. They'll kill the Raven, and then they can pull back. This battle could be completely over by killing that one asset. Silver miraculously getting a temporary connection, trying to get away, but now all of Saber's friends come by, and Silver will do what he can, but he likely won't get away, because he'll probably lose control and Silver gives it everything he has, but folks, you just got to feel bad about that. Hopefully his teammates can come back and avenge him. You never want to see a battle decided by one player not being able to fight back. So let's see what goes on here. You can see Marius wants a piece of Saber. So he's a ways back, pulling back. You can see that neither forces are really keen on getting in and shooting each other. Looks like they have found the enemy APC, so it's okay. Marius is on his last life. But there goes their ability to reload their ammo, which for their Partisan and for their Warhammer is not good. They're going to have to conserve ammo a little bit here and there. And you are really starting to get the feeling that Duchy means serious business on this fight. And we'll have to see what happens. There's still enough on the ground to fight here. But at this point in time, you just get the feeling that Duchy of Small is going to be pushing forward with everything they have. Serpenta's getting caught out in the open a little bit. There's Raven pulling back a little bit. Yes, that is Serpentis and Raven. Bit of an odd thing, but what have you. He was going to be in the Novacat. Decided he wanted to give the Raven a try. I'm trying to figure out. Let's find out what happened to Marius. I don't know if he got killed for his last life. Here's Marius. Trying to get up on. Up on the wall, trying to get in range here. You can see that Serpentis has had them pull back a bit. Serpentis probably actually, come to think of it, Serpentis is probably the drop commander over there for the team. Especially now Silver's dead. And figure out where Spark is. Saber working the edges of the map here. The edge of the map at the dam. Continuing to freely get off PPC shots. Not having to worry about his lives. He's got a couple of them. I'm not sure if it's so we got 2 or 3 respawns upcoming to him. Filex down there providing Raven information. The battle armors are going to have a hard time moving as the Ravens, particularly for Saber's team, all have BHP radar, which means that it's very easy for them to pick up the battle armors on radar easier than it normally would be. We're going to go split screen here because he wants a piece of Saber, but if he gets an opportunity to fire on something else, he's going to. You can see him engaging the Morrigu and Chezar, denying them the opportunity to flank wide. Saber being told to handle the situation. We're going to see Marius pull in. Saber has the high ground, so going to be working on that. Probably just going to line up his shot. Marius now aware, I think, that Saber's there, and holy crap, folks! Well, there you go. We're going to have I guarantee you that we will have a repeat of that at some point in the future. Probably a dedicated 1v1 Saber versus Marius. But today, Saber rules the Battle Armor title, as he is able to fight. In that particular case, I don't even think that Marius saw him coming, given the amount of distance there, working probably 400, 500 meters away. But trying to get the machine guns on there. Cesar and his demo teaming up with the Mechwarrior. Burner and the rest of his team are trying to close up carefully and figure out what to do here. They are now down to their 6 carrying assets in the ground to fight 7 things in the ground with the battle armor. The tanks are ready for them. They're trying to move hard left. The Ravens providing the ability for them to get in now, but Phylex getting hit, and now they're engaging the Mechwarrior. The Mechwarrior and the demo alone. They're taking their chances. There goes the Raven. They're going to take whatever chances they have of winning this by having Star Wraith beat up the Demolisher. Serpentis and Phylex moving up and trying to get in on them, and now the pincer is set. They were patient with it, and now Duchy is just going to tear what's left of this team apart. And let's see if they can get the tanks quick. If they can maybe get the Demolisher down. They do get Cesar, so they get the demo down. They need to keep pushing up. Phylex and Gnome King are going to be pretty beat up here. Star Wraith trying to do what he can to get Invictus off of them, but they really should be trying to focus on getting the Mechwarrior out. If there's any chance they have of winning this, will involve taking the Mechwarrior out. Gnome buying them time. They get Kentax. How much damage, though? They go crit. They'll have an opportunity to regroup and fight back together. But now it's 4 on 5, 4 on 6. They're beat up. They need to get the other team beat up. Pilot goes down. It's 4 on 5. They're beating Bob pretty hard there. They at least have a fighting chance now. Star Wraith, if he has enough ammunition and if he has enough ammo, maybe. Phylex taking the beating. Burner taking the beating. Those MRMs are going to add up over time, and Phylex is back. It's hit hard. Burner getting hit very hard. They're focusing fire much better now, for the red team. One of these next both Phylex and Burner have been hit pretty hard. Thunderbird and Saber moving up, they get Burner down, and now they can try to make a stand, but it's probably just too much for them to fight. They need to take down 2, 3 mechs to make this interesting. They do get Thunderbirds, so remember, Saber has 3 lives. They can simply have Saber sit back the rest of the day and fight. They can literally hold all their assets back, let Saber use up all of his lives, and probably do enough damage. You can see Phylex, if he's still alive back here, pretty beat up. Bob's back is out. They're trying to protect the Partisan, at least until he runs out of ammo. The Partisan is the key there. I'm probably going to come back here if they do it. They're firing on Saber. Saber keeping 3 assets completely busy right now, while their enemies reposition. Invictus is staying back, preparing to attack with his teammates from the side. They want nothing to do with taking any chances. If I were Bob, Phylex, and Star Wraith, I'd go into that building and make them come walk into me. They have the same number of carrying assets. They could run away. They are faster. They have 15 minutes to work with, so this might not be over after all. Folks, dig in. We've got a battle royale going on for you here in the Chaos March. We're going to provide our pilots the necessary information they have to know how much time is left. We're going to see the battle armor continue to pick away at them as they try to get to some cover. They have to keep all 3 of their assets alive. Right now, they have no targeting information on the enemy. If they knew the enemy position, they could try and run, move away. Sorry about this. I'm about to flash. Look away in 3, 2, 1. Flash. Okay, folks, let them know match is halfway over. It'll be interesting if they even want to attempt to take out the enemy and face the battle armor, or if they want to try and get away. Let's zoom way the heck out. You can see that Invictus wants Saber to use all 3 of those lives. Saber going to continue PPCing to his heart's content as they move together. Hello.
Is it casting time?
Yes.
Ah, awesome.
We're just 14 minutes in, folks. This is Serpentis. Serpentis, we have the same number of carrying assets at the moment, and Saber is trying to hunt them down. If they can keep those things alive, I think they have enough speed to get away from the enemy, but I don't know if they have enough armor to survive 14 more minutes of Saber hitting them.
Well, as far as I've seen, most of our heavy assets will break damage, but, well, Saber keeps hitting them, that probably will change.
The key to this fight right now is Star Wraith not running out of ammunition. He is, if he has enough in there to finish off a mech, Bob is still fresh enough. Phylax got hit in the back a little bit. Star Wraith firing back a little bit. You can see that Invictus is now deciding to push forward a little bit. They've got enough speed, but if you were still on your team and you were making the decision to run away right now and force the other team to come to you, what place on this map do you think would be a good position to go to?
Pretty hard, considering the BA is going to be anything where the BA has a hard time hiding, but since this is banned, hide in a lot of places. Honestly, the best thing they could do right now, in my opinion, is ahead and just for the BA as much as they can, because if you run away, there's no way to run away from a BA. It's gonna keep shooting. Armor-wise, they're doing better than the rest of the team, so their base bet really is to finish off the damage Thanatos, and the reason why we did the push on our team as well was because we saw they were divided. Playing against a single enemy BA is pretty much the same.
They have the weaponry to take it on as Firehound now moves up to support and possibly provide radar information. The loss of the APC hurts because Marius was the anti-BA, if you will, although if they, Saber has to stay far away from that Partisan B because that could use up a life. But they have to watch ammunition. All 3 of these assets are pretty ammunition-based, and the loss of their APC means that. But as a battle armor, how do you get your PPC shots off but get back to cover fast enough before those rat cannons can fire on you?
Well, you just gotta be fast, really. Saber is making a good example, but well, here you have something to ask that question right again.
And we see Saber getting a ride from Firehound. I'm a bit surprised that they're risking having... I know that they need to find the enemy, but I'm a bit surprised having them in there. But Marius, how does Saber as a battle armor deal with getting his PPC shots off, but not getting destroyed by that Partisan B?
Well, Star Wraith feels that the BA is inconsequential, but that he really can't waste ammo on it, and the weapon to be used against the BA is not being used against the BA. So Saber's really inventing that.
And I see that they're using Firehound as the Raven, so it looks like that it's the Raven D, so it has the GECM and BHP radar, so he will be able to provide them information. I've been told that the Saber's team is more heavily damaged than Star Wraith's team at this point.
That's true. They're not going to risk it. Saber can just plink them away with all his fires. Speaking of which, where is the...
Excuse me, I've been mistaken this entire time, both for you folks at home and my friends here watching. They actually have 4 assets. Not 3. They actually have the Raven is actually their 4th asset. So right now, if time runs out without anything dying, the other team, the Duchy of Small Team, will be victorious. I was unaware the Raven was so out of the picture there for so long. So that's why they're pushing Firehound up, because as bad as it sounds, for carrying asset-wise, his mech is expendable. So he'll be able to provide information about the enemy position, and this just became anybody's fight to the fact that I'm not even sure that they know on the ground how much is
quick question. Somebody just asked about the time. How much is remaining? I'll just inform teams quickly.
That's okay. I have it.
Okay.
I saw was Rask originally in the drop? I didn't see him originally.
SVC.
And I saw them build halfway through after I died. Are they to be counted? Are they actually in this?
I'll get back to you in a minute.
Second, where the hell is that APC? It is bugging me. To be able to get up to that location with enough speed, and also
It was
having it
pretty impressive. I think he may have just parked the APC further down and then, rode a mech or something.
possibly. That's would explain why they were so slow, but that is infuriating.
Thinking it may have actually been better to push the mechs instead of the tanks, because the tanks would have had an
Be too
easier
slow to
time.
respond.
Yeah. Mechs definitely had an easier time falling in our backs,
Yes.
but at the moment it was just a split-second decision.
Yes, sorry about that at home, folks. I have to alt-tab to do that. But anyway, yes, Rask is part of the list, so they do in fact have one more carrying asset.
Alright.
It's I can't really provide this information on the enemy team, but surely they can count.
Sabres just gonna win this for them. They're firing in a rough position, but they don't know
Well, Marius, now you got the challenge with the BA again.
what it is. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. You got lazy.
Well, I got busy more than anything.
Yeah, that's understandable. Same for me.
How is that APC? See how he just doesn't really care about anything.
Then again, rotary autocannons are really hard to actually use against Saber because of their spin-up time. Like, I played against Saber yesterday. He's just so quick, even with a beam laser, you can't really hit him in time.
They
You
are
just suppress it with,
starting. They're starting to push.
Yeah, but even suppressing is hard. Racks don't have that much ammo.
yeah, you just alternate, and we had to make UC for a time, but
True, alternating is a good point.
yeah, if he alternated, it would have kept him down, would have avoided a lot of damage, and possibly
They're
killed him,
pushing.
because he would have got impatient.
And one of their mechs is broken off for the red team.
Wait, who's the red team?
Sorry, Invictus's team is getting possibly pushed on. If they have not moved their mechs, we may have a combat to end this if your team keeps moving.
Saber is
Maybe
also
last
pretty
quarter.
far behind.
Yeah, Saber's not going to be able to catch up unless a Raven goes by, but the Raven risks a chance of running into unfriendlies.
Okay, now Invictus is starting to look up. It looks like that. It looks like that Bob and them are starting to slow up a bit, but they have an opportunity if they can get in close, because Saber is very far behind them now. This could still turn either way.
That's all about Saber.
Okay, Invictus sees them. They're moving full speed. So unless Philex saw them, I think that they'll be able to get away. So right now we're talking probably about 600, 700 meters. And Invictus is running now, and nobody ever called a Mad Cat, a Partisan, and a Nova Cat quick.
Saber's on the wall, Saber's got behind him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to win this.
And
They're
now-
just going to dance around.
Now they're getting into cover to fight against that. When they watch this video, I'll be curious, had they known how close they had gotten to the enemy contacts, if they just would have pushed, they might have still had a shot at this. But,
I would
That's
like
just
to-
the thing. They have intel from the BA. The other team doesn't. Oh wow, they just killed Saber.
but now,
Quick
they're...
question.
Yes.
Oh, quick report. On those walls there is a graphical glitch on the side where you actually fall into the drone.
If they can kill Shooter, if Shooter is either stuck or dies, this is a whole new ball game with about 5 minutes left.
Partisan that
I think Shooter is gonna die.
Rask.
Thanatos was heavy. Yeah.
Now they're tied. If they don't die here from Rask's MRMs, I don't know if they know. If I were that commander right now, my command, take a left and maximum speed. Oh shit, I need to let them know there's under 5 minutes left.
Oh, this game may have just decided itself.
Well, that APC is actually right out front of that base.
So a long way for Saber to travel back.
Yeah. Cheeky little thought.
He's driving something. I'm not. Oh, that is the APC. Okay. Looks weird from this angle. There's a tow hook on the front of it. A cable with a hook.
Yeah, it's a utility vehicle.
That would be awesome if that was operational with battle armor claw. Could you imagine?
It would be awesome if you could actually use it to tow, stock tanks and stuff.
Or like claw 5 battle armors together and you pull the APC forward. So remember, they've still got Firehound on the ground, so they'll have an early warning system. He and Rask are together. I am trying to find Invictus.
Well, as long as the Innispheres stick together, move together, and just run away from Saber.
They killed Invictus. No, there he is. Okay. Invictus's back is out. He is smoking, so he is in a remote corner, staying the heck away from the fight. Even though, and that hurts, guys. That's a lot of their remaining firepower.
Do you think they may not know that it's 3 people on the Innisphere team?
Maybe, but I think they're just too damaged and they're relying on Saber to get into the fight soon enough to pick one up.
Well, they've got 2 minutes and 55 seconds by my count. Maybe we go 10 seconds over, but we may be playing with what's left of the 2 teams on map 4. What is map 4? Somebody look up map 4. Saber is almost in range.
Oh yeah, Saber's coming now.
I
They're in a good position to defend.
I say it here first. Somebody's going to call for a raid. You watch it happen.
Plan is right.
What's the scores for now, by the way? Remind me again.
This would 2-1.
For whom?
Duchy of Small Attackers, the red team led by Invictus and Kentax.
Ah, right.
We are fighting for planet Capolla, which is a strategic world with 4 connections that would enable Duchy of Small more easily to attack Scythe, Blakist, and forces. And also, this would remove Duchy of Small's ability to attack anywhere outside of their main sector on the northern side of the map. Out of anything, this would hurt to con off most.
Starray could see Saber as he's maneuvering with the PPC. He's moving further.
Yep, and Star Wraith says, I've got 800 meters, he only has 550, why not take a shot?
Well, Star Wraith hasn't spotted him yet. And, as last I heard, Star Wraith's hurt about. So.
Yeah, Star Wraith's hurt is out.
Alright, I don't want to alt-tab, I don't want to risk it. Serpentis, head down to the other channel when I say so and tell them that there's 1 minute remaining in combat.
When you say so, okay.
Gillis, when you get a moment, can you check if that was an LAPC or an APC used by Saber?
Off the top, I cannot provide this information as we'll be going to map 4.
Oh, well, after that, I'd be interested to know.
I can tell you he is on his 2nd life right now.
Yes.
Okay, go now. Tell them 45 seconds.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Marius, I did not expect this to be a tie after that first engagement. Those tanks looked like they were going to destroy worlds.
Nah, we had racks aplenty, and racks do increase damage against tanks. They were also split up, which was the going factor. If they hadn't been split up, we would have been forced back and picked away until they just overwhelmed us with sheer power. But tanks are slow. You separate them from the necks, you're gonna get a fight.
The thing that's, when they did pincer though, you guys were completely focused on those tanks and they came around your back and started firing. Took out poor Silver with his connection, but I thought that they pincered you guys perfectly, and had you guys not been so quick to take the tanks out,
Yeah, it was a split-second decision basically. We were behind cover, and it was charge now or never. So the first decision was the tanks were a bit more visible, so I just called quickly for everybody to charge the tanks as soon as possible. May have been better and more efficient to charge the mechs because the tanks take longer, but I don't know.
Wolverine's Rebirth, Wolverines-Rebirth.de. On behalf of Serpentis, Marius, this is SJ Duelist, thanking you for watching the Chaos March Network as the Duchy of Small goes up 2-0 to 1, and we will see you next time on the Chaos March Network. Thanks for watching, everybody.